So as the title suggests, we're going to be showing you today how to beat Legendary with a gold team. So let's refresh our opponents first, and then we can have a look to see who we get. So you can see here, we got 75, a 66, an 89, and an 85. So these top two teams here, we should be able to beat. Now, before we get into that, let me go ahead and show you the team that I am using. And you guys will probably have a better team than me, but I wanted to show you this is how you can beat Legendary with a gold team. Now, you can see here, we got a full gold bench and a load of gold players. Now, I'm going to put some players on the reserve here that you can use, that you can get for free in case you don't have them, which is here. Now, of course, there are some others like Marlon, etc. that you can use, but you should have at least a couple of these players in your team. It won't be as bad as this. Now, in terms of tactics, in case you are wondering and want to know, I'll go ahead and show you how these tactics works. Now, the code's on the screen now. Go ahead and copy that. But you can see here we have with and without the ball. So as you can see here right now, this is without the ball, how they defend. And then with the ball, it's still the same formation, but our left wing and right wing are inside forward, which means we have 3 in attack and then 2 midfielders and 1 centre defensive midfielder sitting back. So Gravenbach will sit back. Eze and Belgrade will push forward. So it's 5 attack, 5 defend. Like I say, the code was just on the screen there, so go check that out. So before you even get into a game or anything like that, just remember we've got no chem styles on these players. Half of them aren't in their roles either. It is really important that you put players in their proper roles. It will help you out much, much more. So today I wanted to introduce you to eldorado.gg. It's a fantastic website to get yourself some FC25 coins. If you're looking to improve your team, it can take up to a matter of 30 minutes and the coins will be deposited into your account. Not only this, they have trusted and verified sellers, so you are buying off somebody else who has the coins available, and it has their delivery time and their review rating of how reliable and fast they are, and 100% guaranteed money back or refund if you are not happy or satisfied with your order. On top of this, they have over 34,000 positive to excellent reviews on their website, so you know these are one of the best places to go. Don't forget to use code NANIC to get your discount on your coins. The link will be in the description and in the comment section down below. Let's get back to the video. But when you look at teams, underneath my camera, there's their strengths and their weaknesses. So you can see right here, players tire rarely. That means they don't run out of stamina. Threatening out wide, so that means they are really, really far out wide, but in the middle, they don't attack at all. And roll spread lengthwise. So basically what that means is the rolls are going across, and this team goes really, really wide. Now, if you press Y or triangle, we can have a look at the team. And we can see here, they're very, very similar formation to us. They've got themselves a left mid, a left back. They've got a striker and a right wing cam and centre mid. Striker at left wing. So they haven't got a lot of chemistry, which means they're not going to play their roles properly. But on the flip of that, Pedro, their striker, has got 2 chemistry. And of course, Lamau and this woman here, sorry, is in a good position. So they will be able to play quite well. Whereas the left-hand side, not as much. So my strategy now is to attack down this left-hand side. If you look at their bench, they don't have many options. Doesn't mean they won't score. It's EA at the end of the day. But if we have a look at their weaknesses, minimal defensive coverage, which means they won't press at all in defense. Predictable in possession, which means they'll just do the same thing over and over again, and cautious approach, which means they will take their time. So we are going to go ahead and select this one here, 75 rated 6 chem on Legendary, using this gold team here that you see. Now, a couple extra tips here. If you've got anybody with finesse shot plus or power shot plus, hence why I've got Rashford up front, use them. They will help you out much more. Or just check their playstyles in general and see if they do have finesse shot. Now, you see here, Pedro Neto doesn't, Rashford doesn't, and Alanga doesn't. I don't have either of them, but it was just to show you. And then in your midfield, especially your 2 centre mids, if you're copying me, make sure, if you can, that they have incisive passing. Now, you can see here, neither of mine do. So it doesn't matter, but it just helps you basically increase your chances of scoring and much more. So what we're going to do now is just get into the game and for a full breakdown, live commentary of the whole game. Now, I'm not looking to get the extra points by winning 5-0, clean sheets or anything like that. I am solely looking just to beat the AI by as many goals as I possibly can. Now, the AI score, they score. As long as we win the game, that's the most important. And now, if you remember, we are attacking down the left-hand side, which is going to be the right side closest to camera, because all of their players didn't have much chemistry. Now, this won't work every single time. Of course, some teams will have more chemistry than others. But you can see here, their defensive coverage is very lacking. Like, they give me the space in between here to open up. Now, the best trick you can do when it comes to attacking is just pass and move. You can see they work away and get a shot off. It's blocked. But as long as we're passing around nice and slowly and taking our time, it will help massively. Now, when it comes to corners, you ideally want a left footer if you can. So we've got Neto here. You want to put the bar all the way over to the left-hand side. You see where the ball is, the little box there to the left-hand side. Make sure that it's going to go up. Point it towards the penalty spot, and you are going to put about 3 bars of power because that's going to whip the ball perfectly there. Now, unfortunately, the AI tripped our person over, so that isn't going to get the goal this time, but that is going to help you out massively. Now, when it comes to defending, like the previous video I did, try to use your midfielder as much as you possibly can and use RB or R1 for the AI to defend the other player. Only time you switch to your defense is when you have to, like absolutely no choice. So you see there, we drive the ball in. We've got ourselves a Langer here, going to drive across. We had a sweat pass on, and unfortunately we had a shot instead. But now we've got ourselves a corner, the same situation. Move the box all the way over, aim for the penalty spot, 3 bars of power more or less. And again, unfortunately we don't get onto it. We do get another corner there. But you can see already within the first 10 minutes, we are dominating the AR pretty well. Goals will come. Of course, I haven't got finesse shot. It's a bad corner and got stuck. But again, keeping that pressure on. And instead of attacking immediately, we are just going to wait until some space opens up. Look for some better players to pass it to. There's Rashford inside. Good tackle in the end, no problem. And now we can go back to defend. So you can see here, our left back is out of position, so I've had to drag him back. And then now I switch, and then I'm holding down RB or R1 to get myself to AI press. And I'm controlling with the midfield to get that interception. Luckily, we didn't win the ball there, unfortunately. But again, keeping that pressure on. And we're just not controlling with our defense when possible, because the AI has no idea what to do when you do that. Got a little bit unlucky there. Switch back over. Now, we know João Pedro's got good chemistry. So you see that he's better at dribbling and he gets the opportunities more. I have no idea how we got foul. We did. So you've got to be careful. Remember the players that you can. But again, going into attack, we know we need to attack down this left-hand side. So let's do a through ball. Send a Langer on the run. Got Rashford at the top there with another through ball into the space. Pass it in to Pedro. Pedro shoots, and there's our first goal. And again, attacking down their weak side that has not much chemistry and players out of position. Driving in, looking for the extra pass, and then the inside forward there's coming clutch. 1-0 up already. We are trying to get 5 goals if we can, but I will take anything over 3 to get more points. And again, just controlling with our midfield, refusing to use the defense at the moment. I know we're not near our defense, but even so, like here, you can see here the little triangle that's green is me pressing RB or R1 on the controller to press. Now we win the ball back, hopefully. No, not quite. Again, pressing, not controlling anyone apart from our midfielder in the space here to stop all the passes. Now we have to swap to our centre-back because we dragged our player out. We win the ball, and we already know that we need to go down this left-hand side or right-hand side to get ourselves the extra opportunity. So that's exactly what we're doing again. The same tactic. Sending players on the run, pressing LB or L1, so he runs into the space just like that. Then we can ball roll in, look for the opportunity. A little through ball in because we know they're broken. There's Rashford, and unfortunately we just didn't quite find him that time. But not a problem. Same thing again, controlling with our midfield, looking for the space to shut it down. Making a bad pass, pressure him in. We win the ball back. Unfortunately, we don't carry the ball on. But you can see there they've had no shots as of yet. We're 31 minutes in. Looking quite comfortable. Now, if we had a bit more finesse shot or through balls in terms of inside the passing, we'd probably get a couple more opportunities. But again, we capitalise on bad chemistry on this left-hand side. Through ball in to Eze. Eze is now going to turn around, look for some space. There's Neto. Unfortunately, I forced a pass there. And that's the biggest mistake you can make in squad battles, is forcing that pass. Just take your time. I'm not entirely bothered about the AI controlling the ball as much because we're just going to use our midfielder tactic here. Shut them down, make sure we don't drag the players out. Perfectly defended there. We switch to another midfielder to keep that pressure on. Press RB or R1 to force it. Now we've got to switch to Eze as well. The players come back. And as you can see there, they just don't know what to do. They've got no idea where to go. Great pass in. Have to be my left back this time. As you can see here, the immediate difference when I switch to a left back, as they're probably going to score that. They haven't. We got very lucky there. That's the exact reason why you don't control with your defense. You saw there, that's a great throw from the keeper. You saw there that I controlled the defense, and immediately they had a very good goal scoring opportunity, which they didn't capitalize on, luckily for us. But that's why I always use my midfield. So again, going down this right-hand side, drill it in to Elanga, Belgrade on the run, through ball into the space. Going to send Rashford onto the run as well. Cut in. Hopefully Neto cuts in for us. There he is. Take that shot. And again, I'm blocked, unfortunately. But you can see we're just doing the same attack every single time. Now, like I say, if you have finesse shot plus or a couple more power shot plus opportunities, it's going to be better for you. But the team we have, we are doing very well. We're managing on our own. In terms of shots, they've only had 1. We've had 4. I would like to be a little bit more clinical with myself, but we are using a very difficult team here to win on Legendary. But let's just carry on again, using our midfield to defend, not using our defenders, just pressing RB or R1 when we can to get the space. Driving over, again switching to more players, use attackers when we can to defend. Try not to drag anybody out of position. Now we are the defender. I would actually like to be... I've got no choice here but to use my defense. Luckily, we won the ball there, but it's a foul, apparently. But you can see that every time we use our defender, that's where the problems arise. So we've got to be careful on these set pieces because the AI like to do crazy things like this, for example. And now they've got a corner. Now, the best way to control and basically counter corners is drag your keeper out by using the right analog stick. Click it in and move them out. And then you just want to shut down the early pass, just like that, as quickly as you can. And then we got ourselves a counter-attack here. There's not many options here, but we're going to have to try and figure something. Hopefully we can get a goal here. Sends the players on the run, pressing LB or L1. We've got Rashford there through. Great tackle from Morato, who's actually got a bit of chemistry if you ever look back at the team at the beginning. But we keep that pressure on. Got Langer at the top. Back to Pedro. Shot across goal, and there is our second goal finally. Using that same tactic. Attacking at their weak side, coming back across and getting the goal. Let's see if we can get one more goal at least. But again, using the same thing, using our midfield, never dragging our defence out when necessary. Switching over again, forcing them to pass the ball back. Second man press. Trying to be Gravenbach if I can. There we go. And then again, he's going to pass it there. We're going to use a second man press to mark that space. Now we have to be the defence. And then when they go back out again, we can swap over. And you can see, just forcing them into bad shots and bad passes by just controlling our midfield and second man pressing is always going to be necessary when it comes to beating Legendary. Get our pass in through here. Again, going to attack the top side of the screen because that's where the weaker side is. If there's nowhere to go, just reset, send another player on the run. And then we get ourselves a pass in a Langer with a terrible touch. Again, using lower gold cards, that's what's going to happen. Good tackle by Gravenbach. We don't win the ball back, but no problem again. Just using our midfield. Now we drag Gravenbach out. We've got him manually running back. Not a problem. I switch to one of the wingers as he's out wide. You can see that the AI has got no idea where to go. You just keep trapping them in. They go round and round and round. And if I do get a pass in, we're not going to use our defence. We're going to use our midfield to drag them over. Try and win the ball back. Now we have to go to defence. And they're going to score that, I reckon. Good save. Again, dragging our players out. You can see that's where the issues come in. Again, moving our keeper out again into the middle of the box. They got a header off and a good save. So every time we bring the keeper out, we are gambling that they are going to play it over the top. You can see here, keeper's come out again. It's going to go to our defender. Eze's done a very interesting header back. We get away with that slightly. Let's go counter-attack again, though. Send players on the run by pressing LB or L1. Through ball. We got ourselves one more here if we can play it. Great ball in, nowhere to go. But Rashford's making that run. Can we play it to him? Of course we can. And another shot. And there is another goal off the through ball meta by using through balls non-stop. And we get ourselves 3 goals here, which is what was the aim. Can we get any more? Let's see. But again, using our midfield to defend. Even if the ball goes towards our defence, we're just going to switch over like that. Be a midfielder. I've got to be careful with that ball. That's a great pass. They might score that. Good save again. Ariola having a very good game for us. Because yeah, it's not the perfect run through. Like I say, we are using a very low rated team. But it is possible. For you guys that keep saying it's impossible to win, this is the best way to do it. Again, see if we can get them on a counter-attack from the corner. Got run at the top, run at the bottom. Easy through ball here. If we can play it right on time, of course we can. Alanga's got a lot to do. Going to turn around, try and play it back to Rashford. Get that power shot off. Blocked by the AR, unfortunately, and I bet Neto's offside. Yeah, what a surprise. Unfortunately, didn't score from that counter-attack, but no worries. Try to get corner, to be honest with you. Again, just controlling with our wingers. Switch in midfield. Second man press that. Again, not going to switch to our centre-back. We're going to switch to Gravenbach, who's our DM. And then we win the ball back. Lovely, just like that. Now we can counter-attack again. Alanga running through. Can we play that through ball to Rashford? Oh, it's a good tackle. Again, AI animation sometimes is so RNG. We should have been through there, not a problem. Switching over to Gravenbach, tapping RB or R1 just to move our defenders forward slightly. And again, you can see here, we're going to have to be a centre-back this time. And that's where the problem came instantly. You saw that as soon as I swapped to the centre-back, there was loads of space. So I'm trying not to be the centre-back when possible. It doesn't mean never be the centre-back, but it's just be careful with it. And now you can see here the AI's actually swapped formation from their original 4-3-3. They are now playing 4-4-2 flat, which means we have way more space in the middle, which we can get these through balls through. You see here, another shot across goal, and there is another goal. Noticing formation changes, especially what the AI does this year, is really important to realise. You see they've gone back to 4-4-2 because Fuller, who was playing centre mids, now run up front. You can see there she is, right on cue. That's a great shot and another good save. Now, we've got 1 minute to hold on, and we're going to win this game 4-0 with a goal team here, with no one over 81 rated, I believe. Keeper's going to get that. Hopefully, he doesn't. The AI's decided to screw me up a little bit. To get through ball going, and that's probably going to be the game. And there you go. We won 4-0 with the gold team that I showed you by using the control the midfielder in R1 or RB tactic, using through balls when possible, and just looking for the extra pass every single time. Now, in terms of points, we managed to get ourselves 2,300 points, which if you keep doing that on the top 2 teams, I'll show you in a second what I mean. If you keep doing that, you'll get Elite 2 every single time. So these 2 teams here, play on Legendary. Even if you don't get a clean sheet, try to get at least 3 goals or more on both of these. That'll give you 2,300. The bottom 2 teams, you go ahead and play on World Class. If you win all of those, World Class, you do need to win 5-0 to get maximum points. But say if you get that, that's going to be 2,000 for both of those each. That's 4,000. And then 2,300, 2,500 is going to be 5,000 there. So you get 9,000 every single time. Then, on top of this, if you just play this on semi-pro, these 2, you get 1,600 points each time. So just to show you here, 1,600 there. And that's just going to give you 3,200 on top. So that's going to be more than enough to get yourself Elite 2, which is the 2 tokens. And again, just to show you my squad, in case you didn't see it, you can see here if I go to my club. This is the team that we use. We just used the same formation as my previous one. In the other video, when I did squad battles, how to beat it on Legendary, if you want to check that video, it's got more information. This is the team that I normally use. Yes, it is crazy, I understand. But you can still do it with a gold team. You saw it. Any questions, please comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.